What's going on, guys? Jordan here, coming back at you again with another episode of Beer Reviews. Tonight, we're going to be reviewing the Yuengling Golden Pilsner. This is coming in at 4.7% ABV, and unfortunately, that information is actually not listed on the can. I had to look that up online to figure that out. So regardless of how good this beer is, and I'm really excited for this beer, and I'm sure it will be good because I'm a big Yuengling fan. I won't be able to give it the 10 because I don't give 10s to beers that don't have that information listed on the can or bottle. I just think it's very important that you list your ABV on the can or packaging somewhere. And I don't know if it's actually on the packaging of the box or anything because I haven't looked for that. But I guess I'll have to double check. If you see movement behind me, that's my dog Kylie. She decided she wanted to be in here with me tonight. So she's making her debut. I may have showed her on the channel before, but she's a full guest tonight. So she will be supervising this beer review. So it says on the front, refreshing and smooth beer, and I'm sure it is. I've never had a bad Yuengling, although I've only had 2 of their beers so far. This will be the 3rd. I've never had this one. I've had the traditional lager, and I've had the light lager, which is, that's my favorite. I love it. Luckily, my Walmart now carries it. They had it one time, bought 2 12-packs, and then they were out of it for like 3 months, and then they finally came back, and now they have it regularly, and so do the rest of the liquor stores in town, from what I've seen. So we'll get a smell. It's got a hoppy aroma right out of the gate. Yeah, it's got a pretty hefty hoppy aroma just coming right out of the can. Let's get it into a glass and see what that tells us. Ooh, are we gonna have a mess on our hands, folks? Are we gonna do it? No. Clear, definitely golden appearance. Definitely still smell that hoppiness. Right at about a 4-finger head right there. Tight bubbles. How does that look, Kylie? That look good to you? Uninterested. It's I can't tell if it's got a little bit. It has the ever so slight hazy appearance. Just very slight though. Just kind of cloudy, but not really. I guess the aroma I'm getting malty, hoppy beer. That's what I'm getting. The head's starting to dissipate a bit. Smells pretty good though. Let's get a sip. Cheers, guys. Very smooth. Refreshing. There's a malty sweetness. I don't get the hops as much as I do on the aroma as I do the taste. Okay, there's a little bit of hoppiness on the aftertaste, actually. But not as much as you get it on the aroma. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it, but not much. You do taste the malts. You do taste a little bit of the hops as well. But overall, there's not a whole lot going on here. It's not, it's kind of light-bodied. It's not got a whole lot of crazy flavors going on, but it is good for what it is. Excuse me. This is definitely a session beer for sure. I do think that I like the traditional and the light lager better than this. But this still has its place. I also really like the can design. That's a really cool can. Definitely going to be going in the collection back there somewhere if I have room. I really got to get some shelves put up. Back to the beer. Like I said, I do like the traditional lager and the light lager probably more than I am enjoying this one. But I still think it's a good beer. It's definitely a session beer. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for this. I know it was over 12 bucks. It was probably $13 after tax, but yeah, it's kind of just, it's really smooth. You don't really get any alcohol at all. Obviously, it's 4.7. I typically don't taste alcohol in beer until it gets up towards the 6.5%, 7%. So that's virtually non-detectable. But it's just a malty, slightly hoppy, refreshing beer. It's not really anything that I haven't tasted before. But it is smooth, it is crisp, refreshing. Everything you would want in a session beer. And that's where I'm going to categorize this. This is definitely a session beer for sure. But it is good. Obviously, it's going to lose a point, half a point or a point or whatever for the fact that they don't have the date on there. But since it's not it's not a 10 beer. We'll just forget about that for a second and just rate the beer for what the beer is. I'll give it a solid, for what it is, I'll give it a solid 8. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because it is really, what's the word I'm looking for? It is very smooth. It is crisp. It's refreshing. It's a perfect session beer. It's just not as good as the traditional lager or the light lager, in my opinion. I think even the light lager has a little bit better of a flavor than this one does. But not saying it's bad. I actually do enjoy this. And I would definitely pick this up on occasion if this is what I was wanting to drink that night. So with that being said, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 here at Beer Reviews. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit me with a thumbs up. I have my dog in my hand, so it's kind of hard to do that. If you enjoyed this video, I already said that. My dog is distracting me right now. Also, if you guys have had this beer, be sure to let me know in the comments what you guys thought of it. Be sure to subscribe. And if you have any suggestions on anything you would like me to try in the future, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try to find it and give it a review. So that's it. Until next time, cheers. Thanks for watching.